Alrighty, boys. Wait, switch. Neptune's going up versus Urmug in the opener. AMS up for Urmug. Neptune's also got AMS rolling. Are those guys going for a chess match? It seems like there's a pawn for pawn, bishop for bishop type of playstyle. Both of them are just trying to pop out cooldowns back to back. It's IBF for an IBF too. Urmug not really looking all that healthy right now. He's getting beat up by the Abomination, but so is Neptune's. But somehow Neptune survives, has, I guess, more health or more healing either way on Team Blue. Is also Literate. Let's get Sparticle in here. We got Cian. I know it's Sean, but we're going to call him Cian. And Krozu. We got ourselves Gretchen on Team Red. Human Ghoul. Oh, not even a Ghoul. Not even Undead on Team Red. We also got ourselves G-Boom. Jib. I like the cut of your jib. Playing as a Boomy and Psyched. Oh, Psyched, how you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Haven't seen you in a while. Mally Stout. Necrotics is stacking up onto J-Boom. And Neptune's got himself Transfusion rolling. Massive healing. I think at this point, with that Transfusion, nothing can stop this DK. Even those Thorns, he's like, I don't even care about Thorns. I'm just going to Death Strike through them. Look at my AMS. Look at those Thorns. AMS counters Thorns. Rock beats paper. Actually, it's more like rock beats paper in this case, really, because Neptune's just like, F it. I know there's rules. I know it's a defensive. I'm just going to truck right through it. Necrotics is stacking up on a J-Boom. Looks like J-Boom. Jib. Necrotics stacking up on Jib. Looks like he's not really got anything going on by the end of it. It looks like it's only 2 minutes in and two boys are already dead on Team Red. Oh boy, oh boy. Human Ghoul coming up next. I think it's Assassination Rogue. By the looks of it, it is. I guess it should be mentioned, if it wasn't obvious, that Neptune's is using the Underrod Tank Trinket. As a lot of the play classes here do. So he does have a lot of self-heals, but also a lot of it is Death Strikes, right? He actually got really lucky with a double Underrod. That was quite a decent heal. But you really do have to look at his details, like the damage he does and the healing he does. And a lot of it is just Death Strikes. This man perfected the Death Strike. He's been playing Blood DK just to make Unholy set work well. So the way the Death Strikes works, and I feel like explaining it just about every single time we see Unholy DK, heal like a Blood DK. Blind coming out onto Neptune's. Will Human Ghoul get away? The harder you hit a DK, the more Death Strike will heal for. So the more health you lost in the last 5 seconds when the Death Strike, the more it will heal. So if you take a big hit, big Death Strike, lots of healing. So if you Chaos Bolt him and the Death Strike right after, they'll heal for quite a bit. Transfusion amplifies that healing even more, making you basically healing for 100% of the damage taken almost. Especially with no dampening. Evasion up and running for Human Ghoul, getting the stun onto Neptune's, going for that AMS. Human Ghoul completely out of cooldown, so into a Strangulate out in the open, beaten up by the Death Knight and the pets, trying to see if he can sprint out of there, trying to use the Poison Knives to slow down the DK, but nothing works. Nothing stops this man as Wraithwalk comes out for Neptune's, trying to bail out of there to get himself even at least a little bit of reset. Gretchen landing a charge onto Neptune's, looking to end this man's whole career. Neptune's getting counter-offensive here. He's just trying to go for even more damage. Gretchen popping and Reflect for a second in case Neptune's was, I guess, he would reflect some of the spells back at the Mage, right? Actually, I think, no mind, I thought that was just J-Boom. I thought that was J-Boom was the dead corpse of a Mage. One of the mages that Neptune summons is going to be Enraged Regeneration for Gretchen. Down pretty early. Neptune's got himself IBF rolling. Gretchen is actually getting barraged by all those pets. Lots of shadow damage from a distance. Like Neptune's not even doing the majority of the damage. Is going to get a charge heal from one of the pets. Does he have another charge heal into a stun? Gretchen goes down. Wait, barely. Oh no, Necrotics is so high. Here with the commanding shout does not keep him alive. He does still go down though. Not even 5 minutes in, and Psych is the last man standing on Team Red. He got himself a trinket up and running. He's trying to get himself as much damage as possible into a full metamorphosis. Neptune's needs to get himself some massive... Psych flying up in the air. Cannot be Death Strike from above. Neptune's looking to catch a little bit of line of sight. He's actually not lining those lances all that well. Does get himself a big old Death Strikes ready, but that's going to be a trinket off of that prison. Still has Transfusion for a few more seconds. Able to recover quite a bit of health. Psych is aware of the Deathstrike playstyle. Looks like Psych might have picked up the eyes by accident, but looks like Neptunes might be closed out here unless they can somehow come back. Stun onto Psych, he trick us out of it, dropping down the darkness. Neptunes is going to get himself the Underrod healing. That's going to be quite a bit. Psych tried to walk back to darkness, but those Chains of Ice, I mean, he tried to go back and then try to charge, but now Chains of Ice are in him, between him and the DK. Neptune's able to get himself quite a bit of healing. Back to back, stun coming out by Psych. No way out of that stun. Does land himself the Metamorphosis to follow. Army of the Dead. Actually, Army of the Dead and Abomination coming out. Psych. Is he actually gonna die? Was that a record? Was that a world record how fast the DK was able to slam out the whole enemy team with just 3 million damage, 3.1 million healing? What? That was quick. Wow. Alright. Neptune's right. What did the most damage for Neptune's? I think it might upset some of you guys if you looked at it. What did the most damage for him? So this is Dot. There was this melee. And the only ability that actually did damage for him, the only ability that you can see that, yeah, actually we do get to see some of the pets. We don't see, do we get to see the pet damage? Is that the pet damage? Worm Robber? Because look, that's a Dot. That's a melee, so it's a passive auto attack. That's the actual ability that he plays, the actual ability he uses. And I guess that's Dot. I don't really count it that much. Edge of Flame, also a Dot. Best of Strike, another ability he uses. How many death strikes did he do? 48 death strikes. 48. That's a pet attack. Oh, passive, 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 passive. Like, so much of the damage is just passive, dude. He just necrotic striking, death striking, and pistol striking from time to time. Oh my god, dude. It has the name of a god for a reason, I guess. Neptunes, he does. Somebody get him the rank of champion. Holy shit, alrighty.